So this crossed my mind the other day, and then I can't stop thinking about it, so I thought I would just talk about it. So my video channel's name is, Christina Has Opinions and Terrible Video Skills, which I really think hopefully I can change my name to just Christina Has Opinions someday, and my video skills will get better. But I made it the other thing because I had a comment on my first or second video about how terrible it was. So I thought, well, I clearly need to warn people that my video skills are terrible, so they don't feel like they need to let me know that they think my video skills are terrible. They will know I already know that. Okay, but then I also felt like just even the whole part about Christina Has Opinions makes me wonder if people think that because that's the name that I think my opinions are better than other people's opinions. And that's totally not at all what I think. In fact, really just the opposite. I definitely don't think you should take anything that I say as something that should be your opinion. Because I don't know what I'm talking about a lot of times. I just form opinions on things based on a few other things that I've, heard or read, and then I think that for a while, and then when I read or hear something else, my opinion changes pretty often, and I'll decide something else is correct for me, and I think that other people should do that also. I definitely don't want my Christina Has Opinions name to make anybody think that they should listen to my opinion and make it their own. Just want to really throw that out there. Keep your own opinions. But I also, I guess I don't like on YouTube when I see a whole bunch of comments saying something about what the YouTuber said was negative, because I'm thinking all the time, like, isn't your comment negative? Saying that her comments were negative? Like, she's literally paid for a box of products and she's kind of giving her review on those products. And if it's negative, then, did you really want her to lie about it? And you've just come on and watched her review, and then you're being negative, saying she's negative. I don't know, that confuses me. And off subject. All I really wanted to say was that, I don't want you to think, because my name is Christina Has Opinions, that I actually have good opinions, because maybe it should be Christina Has Opinions, not necessarily good ones all the time. Maybe that's what I'll change it to when I get better video skills. But, my name is long enough. I can't actually have it be Christina Has Opinions, not always good ones, and terrible video skills. Yeah. Let's do something else too about my opinions. Now I want to talk about eyebrows, because I have opinions on eyebrows. Doesn't mean they're going to be the same opinions you have about eyebrows, but I am going to tell you about the shape of my eyebrows and point out all the flaws in them and discuss corrections that I've made to help the flaws be a little bit better, but still not perfect. Okay, so your eyebrows. Most of the time people will tell you that you should match up the front where they start with the corner of your eye here to where it hits your nose here. So down, down, and down. Although the younger girls are getting them closer and closer together, which I actually kind of think that looks cute. I definitely would rather have them closer together than further apart. My opinion is when they're super far apart, it looks like you could run a truck through them, and that's what I'm thinking about. Instead of thinking about what a wonderful person you are, thinking, my goodness, your eyebrows are really far apart. Okay, then the tails of them. The corner of your nose to the outside of your eye and up. And as we get older, they say they can actually be shorter because that helps lift the look of your eyebrow instead of bringing it down. And then your arch can hit from the corner of your nose to the outside of your pupil and out, or it should be 2/3 at the front and 1/3 at the back. Again, crosswise here, you know, they should start about the same spot on the top and the bottom. And your arch, if you drew a line, should be about the same size. Same height. That's where I have the biggest problem with my brows, is this eyebrow is much lower than this eyebrow. And I could correct it by putting little Botox in there, because that can raise it up. Or my microcurrent work that I do, if I concentrated every day on just doing this eyebrow, that would end up helping it. But because I like it for wrinkling, I also do it on this eyebrow, which then always makes this one come up even more. Also, our eyebrows are never going to be the same, even if we would use a stencil or a tattoo, because our brow bones are different. This isn't just like a perfect, not semicircle, but yeah, this isn't. One of your eyebrows is usually rounder than the other ones. And so this bone behind my brows is rounder on this side and flatter on this side, which then makes this side of my face all like flat, but it also makes this eyebrow not be as good. To help, sometimes you can just get a piece of thread. You could even, you know, dip it in like a little chalk so it leaves a little imprint, or run a eyeliner over it so it leaves a little mark. But if you would go through and, you know, make a line so that you know that that one's even with that one and this one's even with that one, and then if you find the center of your forehead so that you measure that this one is equal distance from the center than this one is, then that would also help you find what is center. To know what angle it should take up the best, if you've found that center line and you've made your little mark from the bottom there and the top there, if you go from the bottom of this eyebrow to the top of this eyebrow and keep it in that fashion, it should give you a line to follow for how high you want that to go up. But eyebrows, like, you know, all of makeup, are just opinions, and some people like different shapes and some people like different thicknesses. So if you like a rounder look, you know, that's okay, or a straighter look, that's okay. And you can actually, you know, change your eyebrow shape to help. If you have a very round face, giving a bigger arch is supposed to help open up your face more. And if you have a very long face, if you have a straighter or crossed eyebrow, is supposed to help shorten it back up, which technically my face is long, so if I wanted to do that, I should have straighter eyebrows, but I like a more arched look. I wish both of my eyebrows were as good as this one, where this one is kind of wimpy. And I have raised this one with tattooing above the hairline on this, so I will get a lot of hairs on this side that I have to tweeze out because my whole eyebrow had been a lot lower to begin with. Okay, so then, yeah, that goes for this, and then, you know, if you did it from there to there to there, kind of shows you where this one should be followed. Then, eyebrow products. I do have some of these little, this one's Winky Lux, and then I have a cheap, usually they have a little spoolie at the end. No, wrong side. One from Wet n Wild, and one from Item. This one, instead of a spoolie, it has a little brush on the other end. Whoop! Darn. Apparently I didn't know how. And all three of these colors I think work for me just fine. I've never like put one on and thought, oh, that was the wrong color for me. So maybe I'm not as picky as what some people are. But I actually prefer to just use eyeshadow and a brush to shade them in. This one is Jane Iredale, and it's just legit an eyeshadow. It's not even a brow shadow. But I take a brush and I usually have a little ramekin of water sitting next to me on my makeup stand, and a little bottle of water, so that when this evaporates down, because I also use it for my sponges when I use sponges, but I just dip that shadow brush into water and then dip it into my, and then that's what I use to shadow in. And I'm trying to do you in my camera instead of in a mirror, so who the heck knows. But I like that look better than these. But sometimes when I'm in a hurry or I don't have water or whatever, I think that this, you know, works fast and good enough. And honestly, I probably need a mirror. Because this one, of course it is my better brow, I actually think it looks a little bit better right now. But then there's also these products like this Wonder Brow Fiber Filler, that just if your brows aren't quite dark enough, you're supposed to be able to kind of go in, and that's supposed to give you a more natural look on them. For whatever reason, I feel like these kind of just make my eyebrows look too thick. And I don't mind a little thickness to my brow, but yeah. I should have brought a mirror. What else? Now that I've had a full-on story about opinions and then did eyebrows, this I think is probably a good one to do, like, because then you can see, oh look, that was her opinion about those brows, and look, I just am looking at her brows thinking they look terrible and not good at all. So now I see exactly what she means about her opinion, just because she has it isn't what other people need to follow. So also though, I think my brows probably look dark because I don't have any other makeup on whatsoever, and now just eyebrows. But yeah, I think if I went and put on more makeup, maybe I'll do another video today where I add makeup. Okay, that's all. See you all later. Bye.